here's what happened. What were the 2 punctuation marks or the 2 exclamation marks? Penalty, penalty.
Outside observers, are seeming to say that Brady Quinn, kind of moved ahead in the competition with this game. I mean, is that a fair assessment? Is it too premature? What's your take on that whole thing?
Yeah, I'm going to go through the complete process and let it play out. And I was encouraged by a lot of things we did offensively, but until we take care of the other problems, and I temper when I say encouraged. There were some positive things, but we need to score points and protect the ball first and foremost.
Last week you said there was no separation, and you said it's still too early right now, but is there any separation at all now?
I really going to just say the same thing. I'm looking at it as a body of work and not really a horse race where you're kind of listening at each point in the race.
There's the head coach about the quarterbacks, and of course, let's deal with the quarterbacks right now. Brady Quinn ends his night with an interception after he really got them down and inside the 5-yard line with a chance to score right before the end of the first half. So his end of the night is not good. Derek Anderson's night was not good, but it was short too, and I don't think either guy was happy with the distribution of plays, how many plays, and the rhythm of how those plays came.
No, and dealing with both of those guys after the game, they didn't seem comfortable or happy with how the situation went. I think when you look at DA, you almost have to give him an incomplete. He only threw 2 passes. I look at Brady, though, and if you really go through with the drives that he ran, that first drive, if Josh Cribbs and he are on the same page on that 3rd down play, most likely that's a completion and that drive continues. You get a field goal. He threw a touchdown pass. The only problem was Braylon was still Braylon and dropped the ball. I think Brady did what he was supposed to do other than that interception. With Derek, I just don't know how you can grade it. I think he was in for just 6 plays, 2 passes are incomplete, and he's hit on both. I don't know how you judge that.
Doug?
I think that, Eric is trying to be fair and give both of them a legitimate shot, but in doing so, you can't play one series, then the next guy the next series. You don't get into that rhythm. You don't get into the flow of the game, the speed of the game. Right. If you're the starting quarterback, yeah, you did your warm-ups, you came out, you're ready to go. What one series in, all of a sudden you come off the bench, there's a lot of different things.
Well, here's the other thing. Time of possession was tough. It was 2-1 slanted for Green Bay. And the Browns just couldn't get on the off the field, couldn't get the offense on the field. What if we did this Saturday night? What if they did this? Give one of them one half, give the other one the other half. Ratliff has played now. Bartell, I don't know what you do with him. But if it's really between the 2 guys, why not just give each one of them a half Saturday?
Well, we're at that point where these guys need to play. Whoever you're going to pick to be your starting quarterback, you want to have a lot of reps going into that 3rd preseason game. You're going to play a good Tennessee team for a good 3 quarters. And I would like to think you'd like to have this figured out a little bit more so, Deke, next week at this time than they are right now.
Yeah, I think he had the opportunity with Green Bay and Detroit playing against 2 defenses where, okay, these are not the elite defenses of the NFL, but when you get to Tennessee, Jeff Fisher brings in a pretty elite defense each and every week, so you would hope by then you would have your guys somewhat established. But as it is now, you look at that game, yeah, Brady moved the team, Derek didn't get a lot of opportunities, but they both made mistakes. I mean, Derek threw a ball that he was getting hit on, and he kind of threw it into double coverage, but Brady threw a ball where he was stepping up and he didn't have his feet squared away, and he threw it in the wrong direction.
All right, let's go to the other side of the football defensively. Let's hear from the head coach first what he thought of the Browns' defensive effort on Saturday.
I think the tackling wasn't anywhere near good enough, and we work on tackling, I'd argue, as much as any team in the league, and that didn't translate. If you can't tackle, all runs are going to go for much further than they should.